Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. It is the new year. We're finally here. 2021 has arrived. 2020 is finally over. It has been a very naff year. No football to go to in the last, 8 or 9 months I think it's been now. It has been a very long time. Hopefully this year we get back to the vlogs, we get back to pushing forwards. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 2020-2021 season so far. As we hit the new year point, with 16 match days in for most clubs, I felt it was a good time to sort of take a look at the season so far, take a look at it as a whole, look at City's season, and my predictions for the remainder of the year. If you haven't already, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. In 2021, we are hoping to hit 20,000 subscribers. It's a long way away. It's double what we've got now. I'm confident we can do it if we push forward. In January, we're going hard. We're going to be going with a lot of videos. There's going to be transfer videos pretty much every other day, as well as the live watch-alongs continuing. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned for that and press the notification so you're notified the second I upload. Anyway, on to the video. It has been a crazy season so far. It has been unexpected to say the least. In terms of quality, it has been dreadful. In terms of entertainment, it has been one of the best ever. When the season started back in September, we had goals galore. The Premier League broke the record for the most goals in a single match week. I think it was 44, was it, that we broke at the start of the season. We had some crazy games, including Liverpool getting battered 7-2 at Aston Villa. Man United losing 6-1 at home. We've heard that before, but that was to Tottenham. City losing 5-2 at home to Leicester. So lots and lots of crazy scores. And it's very unusual you see so many of the big teams get absolutely smacked. As I said earlier, we're 16 match weeks in now. City have only played 14, so have some other teams. Some teams have played 15. And to be honest, it is anyone's game. At the moment, 9th place, Southampton are only 7 points off first spot, just to show you how close it is at the moment. To put that into context, at the same point last season, obviously Liverpool ran away with it. Liverpool were 8 points clear after 16 games. They were 8 points clear of second place. So it shows how different and how much closer it is. That is partially due to obviously Liverpool being much worse this year, and same with every other team. Every other team has been much worse this year. But yeah, it makes it such a close contest, and for the neutrals, it's got to make it more enjoyable. We have had some surprise packages this year. The likes of Villa, who nearly got relegated last year, in fact, only stayed up due to a mess up from VAR, not giving that goal against Sheffield United. If it hadn't been for that, they'd have been down and they'd be in the Championship this year. Instead, they are now playing some brilliant football with Jack Grealish absolutely running Premier League teams ragged. They find themselves in 5th at the time of recording this, and they would be, and with 2 games in hand, if they were to win them both, one of which is against Manchester City, the other one against Newcastle, they'd go into 2nd place, only 1 point off top spot Liverpool, which I think really does show how far they've come this season. They've made a lot of good signings, got a lot of good players, such as Douglas Luiz, and as I said, Jack Grealish. Another team that surprised a few is Southampton. Last year, they looked doomed after they lost 9-0 at home to Leicester, the joint's biggest Premier League win or loss in the history. And they have completely turned around this year, looking very good this season. Lost narrowly to Man City 1-0, got unlucky with a 90th minute winner for Man United. But they've taken points to some big teams this year, and they're looking very decent. Although they're only 9th, like I said, they're only 7 points off top spot. Another team, I'm not sure this is too much of a surprise to anyone, but Bielsa's Leeds United are looking also very good this season, playing that Bielsa ball. Although I would not be surprised if they drop off massively in the second half of the season, as we've seen in previous years. I've got a feeling, as much as it is close right now, and it is technically anyone's game, the likes of Villa and Southampton are technically still in a Champions League / title race. I can imagine in the second half of the season, we will start to see the league take a bit more shape. I think we are starting to see now the bigger teams start to win more games. Although Liverpool have dropped points recently to West Brom and Newcastle, I think we're going to start to see the big teams win the games expected to. And I imagine they will start to clear a bit of a gap. Before I get on to City's season so far, I'm going to go for my player of the season so far. And for me, it is Bruno Fernandes. Leave your player of the season in the comments down below. There should be a card at the top right of the screen right now. And yeah, who would you have as your player of the season? Would you have Bruno, who I'm going with? I think Kane and Son are both very decent shouts. Or would you go with someone else? If so, press the other button. But yeah, I think Bruno has fully carried Man United this year. Man United have been poor this season. The fact they're in a title race, I think, says a lot about the quality of the other teams. But Bruno has been crucial to them this season, as he was for the second half of the last season. I think if it wasn't for him, they'd be in a much worse position. Anyway, now moving on to City season. On the whole, I think I've got to say very poor from City. We are still somehow in a title race. Don't know how. We've lacked goals all season. It has been very poor. I think I saw a stat a while ago that it's the least goals we score at this point in the season in like a decade or something stupid like that. It's been a very, very long time since we scored this few goals. However, the one positive this season is that since Ruben Diaz, the man from Benfica, came in for £60 million, we have been defensively excellent. I think we conceded 12 goals in 14 games this season, and well, 6 of them were before Ruben Diaz came in, and that was on match day 2 that he came in. So I think it shows how much of a difference he's made. We've also seen John Stones resurge himself into the side, and he has been magnificent as well. So yeah, that has got to be the positive. Defensively this year we have been excellent. As I said, only conceded 6 goals in the 12 games that we've played since Ruben Diaz joined the club, which I think is incredible. But like I said, it is probably the worst start I can remember in my lifetime. I'm 16, I've been watching City, I've been going to City, I've had a City season ticket since 09-10, I've been going to City since 08-09, and I don't ever remember us having a start to a season this poor. But like I said, the most important thing is we are somehow still in a title race. If we sort out our goal scoring form, Sergio Aguero is hopefully going to be fit from now. We can't really guarantee anything. The likelihood is there's every chance that he gets injured again, but he is fit. Hopefully he plays against Chelsea, hopefully he gets some goals. But yeah, if we get our goal scoring act together, there's no reason we can't win the league this year, considering how poor everyone else has been as well. What is also important to note is you've got to remember in 2018-19, we were 1 point off the top after match day 16, and we were looking at a quad. And yes, the points total this year is significantly lower. Talking of points, by the way, our Centurion season is once again safe as it should be. But yeah, we were 1 point off top, and this year, if we win our 2 games in hand, we are once again 1 point off top. We are in a Carabao Cup semi-final taking place next week. We are in an FA Cup third round and against the Birmingham side, which we should very comfortably beat. And we're in a Champions League round of 16 against a Mönchengladbach side that I'm pretty confident we will beat. And so, in reality, as poor as this start to the season has been, we are still very much going for all 4 trophies. Not that I think we're going to win them. I don't think we're good enough to win them all this year. We've not looked at anywhere near our former selves. But no one's standing out to me like a brilliant team that's going to stop us all. So, in my opinion, we are technically still on for a quadruple. Anyway, the final thing for today's video as we look over the season so far, I'm going to redo my predictions. Obviously, I did my predictions at the start of the season. I don't fully remember what they were. I'll put them on the screen now. Yeah, they were my predictions back in, I think I did them in August or September. I'm going to go for my top 10 and my bottom 3. I feel like top 10 is probably better than just doing a top 4 because I feel like certain people will be interested to know where some of the bigger clubs do go, because obviously not all of them get into the top 4. But yeah, starting off with first place, I think Liverpool do in the league this year. I think City have got to be in a title race this year. I do think we will be there. I think we will, at some point, hit some form. As much as it doesn't feel like it, we have actually been in decent form recently. We've not been playing brilliantly. I thought against Newcastle we did. But we've been winning a lot of games. We haven't lost since we played Tottenham. The only real negative since then has been the fact that we dropped points to West Brom, which was not acceptable. Luckily for us, Liverpool also dropped points to Tottenham. No, to West Brom. I do think we'll come second. I think we weren't quite enough in the tank. But I do think it'll be us and Liverpool at the end of the year going for the title. And I do think we'll still be there and about come May. I do think it'll be a lot closer than it was last year. I think it's impossible for it not to be, considering how much worse Liverpool have got this year. But in my opinion, I think 85 points or so will be enough to win the league this year. In third place, I've got United, and in fourth place, Chelsea. United looking very decent. I don't think they're quite good enough to compete with City and Liverpool. Although they are there and about now, I do think they've had a lot of luck on their side. And I do think they will drop off at some point, and they will not be able to get the comebacks that they've been getting recently. Chelsea, on the other hand, they've got the squad. Lampard, in my opinion, is not a good enough manager. You'd have expected their signings, Werner and Havertz and that lot, to do a lot better than they have done. They've not had enough of an impact, but I do think they're good enough to get fourth. In fifth place, I've got Spurs. They started the season brilliantly. They were supposedly in the title race. I said all along in my streams, they were never going to be in a title race at the end of the season. They're Spurs at the end of the day. They're bottlers. We all know this. Even with Mourinho, they might go and win an FA Cup. They might go and win the league. They've got Brentford in the semi-finals, so that should really secure them a spot in the final. But yeah, I think they'll come fifth. I think they're the fifth best team. If Kane or Son gets an injury, their season is over. In sixth place, I've got Leicester. Seventh, Southampton. Eighth, I've got Villa. Ninth, I've got Wolves. And in 10th place, I've got Arsenal, who have been absolutely dreadful this season. Then moving on to my bottom 3, I think you're kind of between 5 teams at this spot. You've got Sheffield United, you've got Fulham, you've got Brighton, you've got Burnley, you've got West Brom. My bottom 3, I think Sheffield United are down. I think they've got serious problems. Only 2 points from 16. I think it's the joint longest ever non-winning run in the start of a Premier League season. And who knows, they might even beat Derby's 11 points this season. I think West Brom will also go down. They've got points against Chelsea. They've got a point against Man City. They've got a point against Liverpool. They were unlucky enough to get a point against United, but they look really, really bad. If you saw them against Leeds in the week, they were really, really poor, losing 5-0. I can't see them staying up even with Big Sam at the helm. And I think the final team will be Fulham, who have actually picked up their performances quite significantly of recent. However, I just think Brighton and Burnley will just about do more than them. And as a result, Fulham will be sent down. Anyway, that is all from me today. Thank you guys for watching. As I said at the start of the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. We will be smashing out content through the new year. We'll be doing the watch longs, as I said. There'll be transfer videos and much more to come this year. Leave in the comments, as I said, who do you think has been player of the year so far, and who do you think will be Premier League champions in May? Anyway, I will be back again tomorrow with another video, so make sure to stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys then. Goodbye.